Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part two of mental health, normalizing self care with Bishop. I'm little Shirley, of course, you guys know me, and you know the Bishop. Bishop,
Hey, how you doing?
good, doing good. I'm excited, as you know, to continue this conversation that we were doing the other day and we had to cut short. But like I was saying, I want to kind of start off with just talking about. Well, no, I want to be a little bit more organic than that. This is because it already feels weird to me. Okay, how is your week going so far?
It's been going pretty good. You know what I mean? I got some things done. You know, when you accomplish something, you like, I feel so relieved.
Yeah,
Got my window fixed finally. It took forever.
nice. Yeah, I had a few things like that I got done where it's just like it's been an eyesore and I needed to take care of it. Like my car, it had crapped out. My gosh, like summer, like
Hmm.
late summer, probably like September ish, and it's been sitting dead in the driveway at the apartment for since then. My landlord's been like, "Hey, can you move it?" And I'm like, "Oh, for sure, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll call the place and they'll come pick it up and blah blah blah." And I
Hmm.
finally did it, and I got my cash for my car, and I was like, "Hell yeah, that's what's up!" And I got my $100 bill. I was like, "What? I'm rich for like 30 seconds, and then pay your rent." Woo.
Right. You feel like accomplished though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that's always like I always feel like that because like especially like because I work in a bar and then I like whenever I have cash, I'm
Hmm.
like, yes, I have all the money because it feels like so much when you're just holding like your little your money from the day, but then it's just like poof gone. It's like it's already spent before you make it. So,
Hmm.
but there's that moment of euphoria of like this is mine and I could do what I want. I dare to dream.
I rule the world. I
Yes,
know that feeling.
exactly. Like Borat, king in the castle. I have a chair. Like you feel like that.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
So
actually. See, this makes me think that. What were you gonna say?
no. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was gonna say this makes me think that humor is such a healthy coping mechanism. Like,
Hmm.
just finding ways to like let yourself laugh when you are going through things, and to find the like there's finding silver linings and things, and then there's finding the funny side of things too, I think. And how
Oh well, she'll be right back, guys. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that way you can follow her. And also hit the Cash App, make the Cash App ring. We're gonna wait till little Shirley comes back.
likes to play with me, we're going to persevere through it. Okay.
Okay.
But I was saying how healing laughter can be, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, it can be, and it releases something in you to not take it so seriously, to where it can cross over to health conditions like strokes and heart attacks. You know, when people take stuff so seriously, it crosses over to that.
Yeah, I know we were talking about that last time, how like especially men, because y'all repress your emotions because that's what society tells you, like that's how you're raised is don't
Hmm.
show emotion, be the strong man and never let anyone know that you're upset, don't cry in front of anybody, just hold all that in, and that
Hmm.
causes a lot of health issue, health problems later on in life, like we were saying the other time.
Hmm.
It's so bad for you
That's true.
medically.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
But yeah, but laughing, like it releases like releases different chemicals that can kind of help you combat that.
Yeah, it does. Isn't it like endorphins it releases?
Oh, yes.
Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, no, that was my speaker falling. It's totally fine. I'm fine. I'm just
Okay.
trying to fix my Wi-Fi so this doesn't happen again and be sneaky about it like I wasn't moving stuff around. But of course, there's obviously background noise. We had little Shirley productions. Like to pretend we're not janky sometimes, but we kind of are. It's okay. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, it is indoor. It's like exercise. I think also releases endorphins.
Yeah. Oh, she has left for a quick minute. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that way you can know when little Shirley's next video pop up. And also hit the Cash App, make the Cash App ring. Donate to this wonderful content creator who is bringing you raw, new, creative content. So go ahead and hit the Cash App. Oh, you're back.
All right, here I am. But yeah, we were saying that exercise also releases endorphins. And that, and that does, like, endorphins, they make you happy, and they help out in so many other ways too. Like if you're working out regularly, you're not
Mhm.
only going to be releasing those endorphins and getting a positive response, like, chemically from it. You're also going to see positive results physically from it. And then in
Mhm.
turn, like, in your personal life, you're gonna see, like it's gonna be easier to, walk up the stairs or something that, like, see, I look fit, but this is a lie. This is just
Mhm.
I'm not fit at all. I huff and puff when I go up the stairs. It's terrible. Oh my god.
I don't feel too bad.
It is the worst. I can I can keep up a pace, but if I have to, like, run for even like 10 seconds, I'll be like, okay, give me 10 minutes. I need to get it back together.
I need to work out myself. So I keep saying I put in my phone to plan, like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then like the day comes, let me lay 20 more minutes in the bed before you know it. Time that went by.
Yeah. Yeah, I am not I just don't have the oomph to work out. Like my
Yeah.
brother, he's bodybuild. My brother and my older sister both used to bodybuild, and my brother did competitions, and he's like, "You need to get into the gym. You need to do this and that." I told him that's just not for me. Like I tried to do it. I bought a gym membership one time, like in 2004 or 5, and I paid for the year. I think I went
Mm-hmm.
twice. you know? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't wanna do that again, but, like, other things, like, I used to, I mean, I rode horses for 5 years, and that is a hard workout. I rode English, hunter jumper, and that is a hard workout, and, I was trying to explain that to him, and he's like, "It's not the same thing." I was like, "I don't think you understand because, like, you've never done it. Like, I've done the thing that you're doing, but you've
Mm-hmm.
never done the thing that I'm doing, and you
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and tell me that you're gonna be able to, you're gonna hold on to the horse with your legs, while it's running in circles, easily. And that's not a workout. Like, kiss my ass.
I'll beg you different is a workout.
Yeah. I can't, like, when you get out of it's one of those things, like, when I would feel okay, like, like you'd be sore getting in your car afterwards, like, cause you gotta, well, first you gotta not, I was about to say dress the horse, but they call it, tacking up the horse, putting all the saddle and everything on it, and you've got to groom them before you can do that. So before you even get started, you're worn out because, like, you can't just, like, be like, puff puff, I'm done grooming. Like, you have to actually, like, clean them so that they don't get any so they don't have any, like, like dirt or anything under the saddle, and, like, that doesn't get pushed into their skin and then they get an infection. Like, you have to keep your horse, you have to take care of them. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to groom them good, and then you've got to put this saddle that weighs 30 pounds up there, and then you got to make it all, you got to pick up their feet, and they don't want you to do that. Like, there's a lot of And then by the time you're done with it, you get on and
Oh man, come on. StreamYards, let her be great. But until then, hit the like button on your way in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when her next video pops up. Okay.
okay, what if passing that Obama Wi-Fi, little Shirley? Yeah, it kind of feels like that, like the Obamacare website. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel right now. But it's okay. It'll get better. Maybe we'll hope. Oh God. Um, but yeah, but riding around is like what I would notice is when I because you have to do that again. You have to groom them again after you're done riding, and then put the saddle away, and then you get in your car and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Ow, I'm sore," and you don't realize how sore you are until you try to get back out of that car
Oh
after
wow.
driving. That's when you're like, oh wait, my legs, they don't want to let me do that. And like I can promise you that there's no man who's done a leg day that equivocates to that because
Right.
it is nuts.
It's
Like,
like hard to fold up in the car and unfold.
yeah, no, and like I mean, and there would be times that my trainer would have me she'd take my stirrups away and
Mm-hmm.
she'd have me hold on and put pieces of paper between my heel and the horse and say you can't drop the paper. Like so
Mm-hmm.
I've got to hold on and I've got to keep the paper and it's all like it's just that's just ridiculous. Like I'm standing up kind of half imitating it right now and
Mm-hmm.
no. Oh, it's been a couple years since I've
Mm.
ridden. but But I was telling my brother though, like that's like an equal workout and something that I could do once I had a bad car accident. So like my back's still kind of messed up and I can't do that kind of stuff right now. But
Mm-hmm.
once I can, that's something that I would be able to do instead of
Right.
like, the workout. I would derive some satisfaction from it versus the workout like what he does where he loves it, but he does that hard like, I'm going to be the strong man workout and I don't need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Them leg workouts ain't no joke.
yeah, no, like he was really hard. I don't know why he does so much because he's definitely not trying to compete again.
Mm-hmm.
But he likes to he likes to go beat himself up at the gym and then go home all like, okay, I did it. Like, yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did.
Right.
but
I
that's
did it.
that. Yeah, but like that's his way of, I think kind of dealing in a way is that like, you go and you work so hard that you can't think about anything else because all you're then thinking about is how much you hurt afterwards or like, what you're working towards, things like that. And it kind of clears your mind in a way. And that's something he did say is that like it really clears your mind. But I find that same, clear-mindedness if I'm horseback. And I know
Right.
it's like everyone has something different that's going to give them that.
Right. I think if everyone just picks one physical activity that they find joy in loving, because I believe everyone has one physical activity that they can do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Some people love weightlifting. Some people love boxing. Some people like what you're saying. You love horseback riding. Some people love, what soccer. It just depends on the person. But as long as you're getting that physical activity workout in, then I don't see people trying to put other people in boxes to tell them, oh, you need to do this workout. Like, no, sir. I enjoy what I do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, you can't put everybody in a box because it's everyone's different. We're not all going to fit in the same box.
Hmm.
What works for me doesn't work for you necessarily. It might,
Hmm.
but there's a like everyone we're all a different shape, mentally and physically, if you
Hmm.
will.
Yep, that's true. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I don't know, like so in the absence of physical things that I can do
Mm-hmm.
to like help cope and get through things, I gravitated towards, obviously things that allow me to be a little bit more sedentary, although I don't like to just sit around the house. It kind of drives me crazy. I did spend, um, I did spend though a good probably like 3 months just sitting in my room. And that's where I got into the podcast, like not podcasting, like me podcasting, but like
Mm-hmm.
listening to all of the you guys and finding you guys was in
Mm-hmm.
that time when my mom was sick, and then when she passed away, where I would just come home and just like sit on my bed after work and just sit on my bed and be like, I don't know what to do. I have to hear somebody's voice. Boom. And I'd put you
Mm-hmm.
guys on, and that was so like, and that even though it was extremely like, I wasn't doing anything, I'm just sitting there, but like, I found a way to make that a learning experience, where I can make new friends, meet new people, learn about a new community, and
Mm-hmm.
find something valuable in it instead of just laying there under the covers with no sound, you know?
Right. Right. I know what you're talking about because it's just you as humans we need something to connect with,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think this is what's driving a lot of people up the wall because social distancing and they don't find no proper way to uh to receive that release. You know what I mean? As far as like talking to family members, keeping in contact with people, and sometimes inviting people over or going somewhere, safely. You know what I mean? As far as like, testing people at the door, but you need that human interaction, that human, uh, um, touch. And I think that's what's really, kind of driving people crazy at this one time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like you don't realize how much you need something like that until you're with it. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
people thought like and I'm one of those people where I am that person that's like I don't need anybody. Like I can not like where I'm in like we were talking about the other last time, no one's fully independent in some way, but um where like I'm more of a loner and I'm okay being by myself, but even now with
Mm-hmm.
everything that's been going on, like it's been difficult for me because like I don't want to just be, sitting here by myself. I want to go out and do things even if it is just
Hello. Uh, are you back?
okay. Yeah, I'm just on my phone now. I have to turn and I should
Okay.
be good.
Okay. I can hear you now.
We should be a lot better now.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, no, no worries.
Where I can hear you so much better too. So yeah, this is already so much better. I just wouldn't be able to share a screen if we needed to do that, but we don't need to do that. So we're totally fine. We'll move forward this way. And now no more Obama Wi-Fi today. Just gonna have regular Wi-Fi now. Here we go. Boom.
Yay. Hey.
Okay, so where were we?
You were talking about different ways to cope, and it was talking about human interaction and need to connect with people.
Oh yes. Yes. I was saying that even like in my being a hermit, I still need that human interaction as little interaction as I did have, you know,
Mm-hmm.
before this. I still need that. Like I used to. I mean, all I did was I would do karaoke on Thursday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I would stay for a drink or two after work. And that was it. Which was like, that was totally fine for me. That worked out great. But now, like, not having those things, as small as that was, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, wait a minute. Like, what am I supposed to do on Thursday night? Like, I'm supposed to go to karaoke and I see this person and that person and we talk about this and, you know, like there's rituals with all of those things that are now gone, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my God, like what am I supposed to do? You know, I know what you're saying because it's like, okay, this is awkward. Yeah, because I was used to, going to work, and then being out a little bit, go to this, like, depending if I'm out, go to that restaurant and just chill and catch up on like Hulu shows. Like, I watch a lot of mystery shows, like, you know, uh, solving crimes and stuff like that. Oh, okay. She stepped right out again. Hit the like button, people. Hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. Okay.
Okay. See, now I feel like it just doesn't want us to talk because there's no way that it should be doing this now.
I like, let us be
But you
great.
were saying, what?
Now I was saying, let us be great. I'm talking to
Right? We're trying, and
yeah.
it's trying to stop us. But
Mhm.
it pulled me back outside. Now I'm sitting on my front porch, but it's a nice day today. So you were
Yeah.
saying you like to watch mystery shows?
Yeah, like the ID channel. And I watch it on Hulu a lot, like with the crimes and murder cases, the obsession cases. I like all that stuff, and I watch it like when I'm at a restaurant, by myself, just some me time. And that's taken away because I can't really sit anywhere. You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of places that allow you to sit indoors because of social distancing and this whole C-19 going on, and it stripped us of like our normal activities, which is so it's almost like a dark cloud. But the good thing
Oh
about
yeah,
it, the good thing about it is it made me sit down and process everything that I did not want to process previously in my life. And even though it's a Debbie Downer because you're soaking in it, you have to find a way to pull yourself out of it to where I processed everything, I got through it. Now let's get to the next level. So it kind of helped me to release a lot of things that I would bury away. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. But then if you're not a strong willed person, it can lead to other things. Like you hear some people talk about, you know,
yeah, no.
the S word.
Well, I think like if you're not a strong-willed person, it can lead to like a lot of really dark thoughts
Mm-hmm.
when you're stuck by, especially those people who like live by themselves and like if you don't have any pets too, like that's a lot to be living in this COVID world. I mean, like I
Mm-hmm.
have my cats, thank God, but and my job is still open. So we went speakeasy status. He was like, "Book it," which was awesome. But like
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't even that, like the first few months of our shutdown here,
Mm-hmm.
um, we weren't like that. It was only takeout, and I only had him to talk to, my boss, like while he was inside of the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is great.
Oh, snap. Well, go ahead and hit the like button, people. All right.
StreamYard shenanigans.
Yes. Come on, get it together, StreamYard.
Right? I don't even, because I'm straight. I'm outside, so it should not be doing this to me at all. It's just being mean. It hates me.
Right.
But I'm on to you, StreamYards. I know your game. I see what's up.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, like it kind of like it forced us to get to know each other, and it was like being in a panic room for like 3 months, kind of, because I'm stuck there with just him and sometimes his girlfriend, and we didn't have a cook coming in because he could cook if we need, when we needed stuff done. So it was me answering the phones and him cooking, and that was it for like 3 months. And I was like, okay, like I need more people than you. Like, sorry, like you're great and all, like, and he'd let me watch movies. It was, but like, I have shows that I watch on repeat, so like that's not something new to me. So I was okay there. But like not having my best friend lives like I did get a little break though with it, where I got this blessing that my birthday is in February and I got to go on vacation just before all of the shit hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And she and I went to Tennessee, where, like in the South, I've noticed they're not doing the same kind of precautions that they're doing in like more leftist states, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know you're in California, right? And I'm in Illinois. Like they're
Yeah.
cracking down on us hard. But like you go to like Alabama, my girlfriend lives in Alabama, and she said like it's wide open. So it
Mm.
really depends. And Florida too, I've heard, is wide open. So it really depends on where you go. But nothing was shut down then anyway. But I
Mm-hmm.
got that break where like maybe it was like 2 weeks before the shutdown that I got to go on vacation. I was like, oh thank God. Like I hadn't if I hadn't had that, I think I might have shot somebody by now with my fake gun.
Right. Like, I can't take this.
Build a gun with my imagination and shoot you with it. Pow! Oh my God. But yeah, COVID though is like I think for a lot of people it's helping them understand better like what other people go through, like what other people go through on a daily with
Mm-hmm.
mental health, because now we're all kind of forced to experience the same thing together. And I think it makes people a little bit more understanding, because they're like, shit, like I got mad cabin fever, like this sucks. And it's like, it does, like that's how some people feel like all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and not just during COVID, like regular day.
Yeah.
Some people feel like that all the time. And now everybody's getting a little bit of a taste of that. And I think that's a silver lining we can take from all of this, wretchedness that's happened with, the lockdowns and the virus and whatever they're going to do with the vaccines and everything. We can take that silver lining that we've all experienced this together, and now we know more about our fellow man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which
you kind
is,
of have to be open to that.
yeah, which is a blessing in disguise, that we could you know, find that in some areas we are a little antisocial, which will force us into like a arena to get to know other people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
a good feeling. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and like I said, last time we were talking, like and I think I already mentioned it in the stream too. Like it forced me, yeah, I did say it. It forced me onto YouTube, and like I got autoplayed into one of Angry Man's chats, and I was like, YouTube, talk radio, chat rooms. This is kind of like AOL and TV in
Mm-hmm.
one. But this is pretty cool. And I was like, hey, what's up? And everyone was super accepting, and like, the only opposition I've received in a chat room has been at the Flat Earther chat room. They don't like me there.
What chat room is this?
there's a 24/7 flat earther chat room,
Oh God.
and they don't like me there. But I went in with not like, not open minded, like to be changed into thinking the earth is flat, but I went in with like an objectivity of, okay, so what's your end game here? Like, what are you guys just like getting together to be like, yeah, we're flat earthers? Are you guys trying to prove something? What's up here? And they're like, and someone was like, no, we're waiting for you ball earthers to prove that the earth is round. And I was like, feel like I don't need to do that. Feel like it's been done already. So okay. And it was, yeah, it just went downhill from there. But it was a fun little rabbit hole for a couple days. And then
Mm-hmm.
another night when I was bored at like 3 in the morning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back in there. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but like but that's it's a blessing in disguise that you get to, that we all get to go do this and meet people from, across the country that we otherwise, like, I mean, I never would have met you
Right.
if not for like, YouTube and all these things. And like there's a lot of people I never would have met. And I think it's really cool that that this platform exists. I didn't even know that this was a thing. You know, I think I'd watched some live things, but I'd never opened the live chat and didn't realize that like you're actually interacting. The people who are having the show are actually interacting with you in the chat room. Like I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my blessing, is that I found this. And then I've been able to derive some further value by having my own channel, and like with sharing my stories, I find like that's super helpful and therapeutic for me. But something I wouldn't have found if, the earth didn't shut down.
Yeah, basically the whole world just like do. It's like, oh snap! Like we're going through this. Like, what's going on? And for me, I appreciate it for a little bit, and then it start like, okay,
All right. Let's try again.
okay, kicked you out again.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Just for a
dang.
second though. I got back in quick. I'm getting faster.
We're beating you. Got you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
I will
it's.
win, Stream Yards. I will win.
You said what?
I said I will win, StreamYards. I will win.
No doubt. But yeah, it was like a good feeling, like when it shut down like the first few months, and then by June I was over it. Like, I want to go out, I want to do something, you know what I mean? But I don't want to risk getting sick
Mm-hmm.
for no reason, just trying to do some aimless, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had that with because my mom was sick, and at my job too, like a lot of when we did open back up, because I think we were shut down for like 2 or 3 months, and then we opened back up about June, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of elderly clientele that comes in, and I just didn't want to risk it
Mm-hmm.
going out. And like, I mean, it would have been good for me to go out and like see some people and do some stuff, but I didn't want to risk picking it up and bringing it back to them, or like, I then didn't want to visit my mom just because I worked with the public, and was like, well, what if I get COVID and I'm asymptomatic and I give it to her, and she's so, immunosuppressed because she has cancer, she gets it and boom, and then it's my fault that she, like, obviously she was going to go anyway because of the cancer, but my sisters would have been like, it's your fault, you did it. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, AB Media 83. But my brother actually said to me, and I'm glad that he did say something to me about it. He was like, just go, like, take your, wear your mask and do what you have to do, but like, don't not visit, because this is the chance you have, and why would you lose that chance? Because like, you have to do all the precautions and do everything they need you to do, but if they're going to let you visit, go visit. And I'm glad that I listened to him and did, because I didn't give her, I didn't get I didn't, well, I presume I didn't get COVID and I didn't give her COVID because that's not what she passed from. So, so I'm glad I listened to him with that.
Right.
Because I was full on ready to just stay home and hi kitty and not and not go, but because of that fear, like, you know, of passing it on to people and not wanting to get other people sick. But like it's important though too to still, you have to be careful and you have to live your life in this, and it's really hard to find that balance, you know.
Yeah. You do have to find that balance because you like what you're saying, you just don't want to risk it. Like I have parents in their 60s, you know what I mean, and I didn't want to risk just just coming in and out their house and visiting them and just getting them sick. I didn't want to do that, you know what I mean. So that's why I didn't want to aimlessly
Yeah.
going everywhere and then just going to their residents and then getting them sick because I had siblings that were doing that. They weren't even wearing masks. They were just walking in and out. They didn't believe it. So it's like you're gonna get your folks sick doing this type of stuff, and it's gonna make me mad if they are sick, and I'll be mad at you because you didn't want to take this seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that you, like a lot of people I think didn't consider in the early stages, that maybe you're being careful, but the people you're interacting with aren't being as careful. And it's something that I like. I mean, now the vaccine's coming out, it's going to be a little bit better, but it still will be a long time before it's mainstream available to people our age. And that'll be like, and I still want to see some longer term studies about how, the effects of it, doesn't do any damage and things like that, because it's so new and it's a completely different type of vaccination, which which is great that we have made those strides, scientifically, but still I want to see the, process played out in full.
Oh, snap. Well, little Shirley, she stepped away for a little bit. You go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you can know when our next video pops up. Oh, she's back. Hit the Cash App as well.
Here we go. But yeah, I still want to see that process played out in full, and I want to see, what side effects, because there are long-term side effects, positive or negative, from something like this, especially when it's messenger RNA, and it's changing, a part of your cell. There could be long-term effects of that. And it could be that it could be that you're permanently immune to virus and any other coronavirus. It could be something positive like that it changes your cellular structure in such a way that it's able to fight off other coronaviruses as well. But I mean, it could also, be something like, I don't mean to be like dramatic, but it could be something like the T cell from Resident Evil. We don't know.
Uh-oh. Come on, streamer. Let us be great. Don't do this to us, StreamYard. Don't do this.
Stop doing it. Oh. But I don't know if you heard me say this, but I was saying, not to be too dramatic, but it could be something that, protects against all coronaviruses, or it could be like on the negative side, something that turns into like a T cell virus from Resident Evil, not to be too crazy and over dramatic, but that's a possibility when you're changing your DNA. We don't know what's going to happen. We're playing God right now with this virus, with this vaccination.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I think it's something that needs to be taken with a grain of salt. And like, one of my girlfriends is a nurse, and I know she got her first dose sometime last week, and she'll get her next dose in a couple weeks. And she knows a lot of people who are part of the trial, who think that they got because they don't know if they actually got the vaccination or not, because it's a blind study. So they think that they got it though, because they did experience some symptoms. And she said they haven't had any adverse side effects yet, but that's still early days,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it could be something we won't see for
Oh no. Hello, Mila. How you doing? How you doing? AB Media 8083. What's good? What's good, Siobhan? Hey.
All right, I'm back. Hi, Mela. Oh my gosh. Okay, but anyway, and yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say about the vaccine anyway.
Oh, okay. Did you have any questions for me or anything?
Oh no, I meant about the vaccine. I didn't mean like I'm done. We're done. Unless you want to be done, we could be
No, no,
done.
no, 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 no. You saying you was done with the
Oh,
talking about the
okay.
vaccine?
Oh, I meant like the vaccination. Like I don't like yeah. We got cut off on that part of the conversation, and I don't really have anything else to say about the vaccine anyway. So
Okay.
that works out okay as a segue into moving on. Oh my god. Welcome to Little Shirley Productions, where life is confusing and the cat hangs out next to you.
You know, like the cutoff throws it all conversation off. It's like, stop cutting this off because it throws the conversation off.
No. We're gonna power through it. It tried to do this to us last time, and
Mhm.
I let it win. It's not gonna win today.
Right.
Not today, StreamYard. Shake my fist at you. Rah. It wants me to pay for that plan. Is what it is. It wants me to buy that.
Oh,
I think
that,
that's what it is.
okay.
I
So
get
this
over.
you get over what?
Yeah, yeah. I'm on the free plan, and I'm at like 13 hours. I think it's like, well, we're gonna start giving you trouble and make you buy our. I think this is all a ploy.
Oh, that makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense.
Definitely a ploy.
Yeah, it makes sense now because I'm like, why does it keep doing this? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think it might be because I have the free plan, but I'm upgrade. I'll probably upgrade it sooner rather than later now because I don't want to keep dealing with this. But for today, we'll have to deal with it, and hopefully, it will stop. But
Hopefully, huh?
um, yeah, I'm so sorry,
Not so
and
good.
I feel so bad that this happened both times that we've been trying to talk. Um, but back on like the topic and healthy coping mechanisms. What are some things that you do when you're going through something that help you kind of process?
What helps me, what I do normally is like do self inventory. Uh, I write a lot. Um, I sing. I just be around family and try to get that closeness with people, and then I would interact with people that I'm friends with and trying to got cut off again. I don't know. Oh, you back? Okay. Okay, now you're Borgin. I can barely hear you. You're Borgin.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Okay.
go out and come back in from my computer again. I'm sorry. Let me try.
Okay, no problem. Welcome to Little Shirley Productions. Dun, 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 dun. Mm, 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 mm. Doom, 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 doom. Mm, mm. Would love to hear your voice. Could you give us a song? Um, think of a song. I'm trying to think of a song. Now I can't really think of a song. Um, if I knew then what I know now, I'd be different. I would slow down. I would not be running around. If I knew then what I know now, if I knew then what I know now, I'll be different. I would slow down. I would not be running around. Wish I knew then what I know now. Yeah, that's a snippet of that song. Uh, do I know any more songs? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, dum, 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 dum. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mila. Thank you, Sheila. I like one of my old songs, like you got me going in circles. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, round and round. Hey.
Hey, sorry about that. Okay. I think I might have figured this out.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, we might have to do a part three, when you have to upgrade it. That way we don't have to get no more interruptions from StreamYard. Maybe a
Yeah.
petty.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about this. I feel so janky right now. Oh my God. I was on Kudo's channel last night and he was like, there's gonna be a lot of janky content creators coming out. And I was like, oh man. Like I feel like I know he wasn't talking about me or
Mm.
like pointing a finger, but I was like, oh, I feel attacked. And there's something else I was like about and those girls who smoke weed, I was like, ooh, I feel attacked. Hey,
Oh
the
my!
Book of Ronan, what's up?
What's good, Ronan? How you doing, fam? Yeah. I wish I had songs on top of my head when you were gone because they were asking me to sing. I can only sung like choruses because I was forgetting most of the songs. That's the beauty of getting older. You can't remember everything.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of songs that like I know it if I have the music with it, but if I
Mm,
have to sing it a cappella, I don't know it. But my raps I can do a cappella without
mm.
I don't need the beat or the music. But and I don't mean my raps. I don't write raps. I rap Eminem. But you know, but I can't do like there like maybe some songs that like I know really well, like from when I did voice lessons and I've because I love to sing too. That's something when you were saying that's something that you do like therapeutically, that's something I do too. Like I love to sing and sometimes I'll blow out my voice on purpose, like and then have to rest it for like, 2 or 3 weeks because I've messed it up. But just to
Yeah.
like get that emotion out because I think it really helps so much to do that. But like the songs that I can sing without music playing are like musical songs, like Phantom of the Opera. Like I know
Mhm.
a random song from Jekyll and Hyde, the musical, which I didn't even know it was from there until I was like almost 30. because I had to look it up. I'm like, where the fuck, like this song, like I remember singing. Where the hell is it from? Like, well, Jekyll and Hyde. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Mella. Mella says, yes, you definitely can rap. Yes, I can. Woo! It's a lot of practice. A lot of practice. I don't break out a song unless I know it backwards and forwards because I'm not even trying to play. Like I was talking to somebody, this is well, no, this is on mental health because these are things that help us. So this is still on topic. This works. Um, but I was talking to somebody at work about it, about when I'm rapping, and because he does karaoke too, and he's like, yeah, when I'm doing it, he's like, I have to look at the screen, here and there. He's like, but I only do a song if I know it. And he's like, I don't know how you could possibly read that fast with the raps that you do. I was like, oh, honey, I'm not reading it. I'm not even looking at that screen. That screen's gonna fuck me up. Like, if you try it, because it's all off. Like, I don't know if you've ever done karaoke, but like, it's all like when it's a rap song, it's all out of sync. Like, it's never on. They're
Yeah.
never dropping the words on the right beat. So if you try and like use that at all, you're just gonna get messed up immediately. Like I watch the TV at the bar and I rap the song, and just like, yeah, I just look around and be like, okay, what's on? Like, oh, they're wrestling in the corner over there. What's up with that?
And even with the songs, it'd be like not in sync sometimes. Like you have to make sure you come prepared of what songs you want to sing, and make sure you look at their song selection, because not every karaoke place have their song selection that you want to sing. Even if it's a popular song, it's like, why does they don't have this song in the book? Like, I practice this song, I have to get it, make sure I'm on the right note and beat.
Yeah, and then you get there and they don't have it. I've had that happen so many times, especially with raps. Actually, there's a lot of Eminem raps that you would think they have that they don't have, and then there's some they take away. Like I used to do White America, and one of my karaoke hosts had it, and then I went to go do it, and he was like, "Oh, I got rid of that song. I just didn't think." And I was like, "No, it's talking about white people needing to recognize their privilege. This isn't like you shouldn't take that song away. It should be a song you let me do. Like, what's wrong with you? This is stupid." But I can sing "Me So Horny." That's totally fine. which I've done, and I don't remember it now. I only could do it for somebody who asked me to do it when I was hosting karaoke, but it was probably the most awkward song I've ever done in in my karaoke career, because like I had to stare at the ground with the oh, me so honey. I was like, nope, stare at the ground, stare at the ground. Don't make eye contact with anybody, because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, girl, let's go. Like, no.
You're like, no, boy, no.
Yeah.
That would be kind of awkward. You singing it, you looking at people.
Yeah, you can't look at. There's some songs you got like the angrier Eminem songs. I try to like focus on like a corner where there's nobody, or I'll look at the ground, because like I don't want someone to think I'm yelling at them,
I felt like I was being yelled at.
Yeah, she's projecting her anger at me. Is she gonna beat me up later? I don't know, man.
I felt threatened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel attacked. I need an adult. Like, oh god, girl, calm the fuck down.
Right. Get your mind right.
My sister, randomly, she's been saying stupid shit like that. Like, do you want to say it to my face? Like, no. I feel like I said what I needed to say. And if you want to fight somebody, I'm sure there's somebody else around. Because I don't want to fight you.
I said what I said.
Like, calm down.
She be mad at you?
Oh man, she lives her life mad at me. It's all good.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm close
Um,
with my brother. He's my family that I lean on and talk to when I'm going through things, and I too am that for him because I mean, we have really big family, but it just turns out that we pretty much have each other, and that's it. But we're good, strong, pillars for each other. When we, when one needs the other, we're steady and strong, so it works out.
okay, that's what's up.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of always been that way, even since we were little. Because my younger sister, was sick. Uh, she she got pneumonia when she was a year old, and then
Mhm.
they gave her some inhalation treatments, and those treatments were they had bacteria growing in them. After like a lawsuit and everything, finds out there was the people they took out a chemical that they told the FDA they were going to put into the recipe that would have prevented bacterial growth because it saved them some money, and it would
Mhm.
and they knew that there was a problem. They got alerted several times before the antibiotic got shipped out, and they decided that it was cheaper and it was cheaper to pay out the lawsuits than to remake the medicine. So they just sent it out, and a lot of people did, and ended up on respiratory machines with a tracheostomy years.
Mhm.
And in that, like he and I are like a year and a half apart, and in
Mhm.
that we just kind of had to bond to each other because my mom was so busy taking care of her. My older sister was out of the house, and that was the option that we had. So we ended up being very close and just thank goodness stayed that way. Like we
That's
had a couple of rough patches here and there, but for the most part,
yeah. That's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Y'all bonded together like that.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's the good thing that came out of all that, all that badness. The bad thing is that like none of us really made a relationship with the youngest sister because she was so sick, and
Mhm.
she had nurses. She had 24-hour nurses for like 6 years. She was really sick. Um, and then she got babied, and then that became an issue like after she got better, with
Mhm.
my mother going forward, that never really resolved itself. But in that though, like I said, my brother and I bonded so strongly that like, I mean, I can call him like if he's at work. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter what he's like, unless he's in a meeting or something or with a customer, he's going to answer the phone. And even if he can't talk, he'll say, "Is it important? Like, do you have to talk?" And I'll be like,
Mhm.
"No, like it's this." If I say yes, he'll say, "Okay, hold on," and he'll go outside, and be like, "What?" He'll talk to me for as long. If I'm having a panic attack and I call him, he'll say, "Hold on," and drop what he's doing and go outside and talk to me until I calm down. And then he'll say, "Okay, well, I've got to get back to work, but like you're calm now. Okay, it's gonna be okay. I'll talk to you after work." And it's so like even though I only have that one, like I'm so happy to just have to even have that because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because me and my sister were close like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then my other two brothers, we're cool, but we're not close like that, like the way me and my sister is. But they're
Hmm.
close. But they're close to each other, the other brothers. But they always getting into it, like like they'll get into it all the time. It's just like okay, whatever. But but it's like whatever. So it is what it is. There is like I always say, siblings does not guarantee you're going to be friends.
Yeah.
Because y'all born from the same, womb and everything, don't mean y'all gonna be friends. And I tell people that, when you choose a friend, that's something you consciously do, and you want to be friends to them because you have like-minded, similar personalities. Just so happened me and my sister had like-minded, similar personalities.
Yeah. And it's for me and my brother, we have like very similar personalities, and we have a lot of the same interests. And maybe it's because I wonder sometimes if it's because we were forced together the same way that we
Mm-hmm.
ended up having a lot of, but then also we have a lot of, we're so, we have the same personality and a lot of the same interests, but like, say politically, we're completely opposite on,
Mm.
to the point where we can't, if we were to have a political discussion, we would not have the relationship we have any longer. That's how, and it's not me, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally okay. Like he gets so, and I've told him, like when he starts talking about something, I just let him talk, and when he's done, I say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so like, do you want to change the topic or do you want to talk about it? Because I feel like you're gonna get upset, and I'm okay, but like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you'll get upset, and I don't want you to get upset. And he's like, you're right, let's change the topic. I'm like, okay, cool. And like I have to
Right.
do that all the time because he like early, like, I think maybe like 3 or 4 years ago is when we first started talking about politics, and we did for about a year, and then we realized there's no way that we're going to maintain a relationship if we're going to keep talking about politics. We're just
Right.
like choke each other out. So
That's how I am with my mom. She want to keep talking about it. I'm like, ma'am, you're not willing to look at it from all angles. So I can't really have this conversation with you because you're talking about how you feel, and I can't do that because then I want to get to the real nitty gritty. So I will look at my phone or I'll look at her like, oh yeah, 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 because I can't really engage because if I engage, I'm gonna be mad.
yeah. Well, and that's like where he is. Like if he engages, he gets mad, and but see he when he engages, he gets mad, but he's more like your mom, where he's like, well, I feel this way, and this is it. Boom,
Mm-hmm.
black and white. And I'm like, but there are
No.
so many other angles to this. Like there was even
Mm-hmm.
one time when I tried to find common ground. Like so, I said to him, Elizabeth Warren. I was like, I don't like her, you don't like her, and he's like, no, I don't. I was like, all right, cool. So there's
Mm-hmm.
one person that you and I both agree shouldn't be president of the United States, and he was like, I don't think any woman should ever hold any political office. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's just change the subject then, because I really tried with you on that, and now you went hard left, you went hard right on me. And I'm like, okay. but like, but he'll do shit like that, like, man. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, okay. I feel like I'm dealing with like a dog, like an angry chihuahua in the corner, like, just calm down. Just need to relax.
I feel like we're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people you just can't talk to about politics. It just goes too far. It's like, okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think it's something that we should be able to have an open discourse about, though, because it is so important to, how this country is run and how we, I mean, the policies, the laws they pass and the policies and everything all affect our daily lives much more on a state and local level than on a federal level for the most part. But these things all have huge impacts on us. And for us to say, oh, well, we're not going to talk about that. Like, well, we need to talk about it. I mean, we need to find a civil way to discuss it without people getting angry, and with other people being able to be objective and look at all of the angles and not just say, well, it's my way or the highway. Like, no, there are other routes. Like there are back roads, there are country roads. There's a whole different way to get to the same spot. And
Hmm.
we can work around it, and we can come to a conclusion that fits everybody, or a majority or as many people as you can please. But that starts with an open discussion.
Hmm.
And if we continue to say, well, let's not talk about it, let's not talk about it, then we just keep shutting the door and not making any progress. And I don't mean like being progressive with, how everything, because I am progressive, but I feel like not in the way that they label progressive,
Hmm.
people. I I I call myself an ethicist. If I can morally and ethically reason things, then it fits within my, my spectrum of life, whether it be political, philosophical, whatever it is, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
and I think but I think those discussions are so important to a healthy society. And
Hmm.
we're so like our society is so diseased. It's like it's got cancer, and
Mm-hmm.
we're refusing all treatment. You know.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm independently conservative. Like I cling on to the values of how communities and families should be ran, but at the same time, I'm independent to where everyone is their own man and their own woman. Whatever you decide to do, I think you should have that right to do whatever you want to do, which is your business. But when it starts affecting the next person over, this is where my conservatism come in. Like, no, 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 no. This is me and mine's over here. This is how my family and us how we operate. You don't have no right to infringe upon our rights of how
Mhm.
of how we run things. And that's where I'm at with it. Like I honestly, a lot of people don't bother me with their personal, beliefs and how they feel and this and the third. But I don't like when people infringe upon other people, even when it don't have nothing to do with me. When I see other people infringe on other people, I'm like, what's their right to think the way they want to think? It's their right, because if you shut them down and take away their free speech, then you're subsequently saying you should be put in the box and your free speech should be taken away as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not with that. That's just me. I'm not with it.
Yeah, but if you notice those people who will say, shut like uh hot this is kind of like a touchy subject for some people, but like with President Trump, what they've done, like, and I'll start by saying I'm not a fan. Okay.
Right.
What they've done with him, taking his Twitter account, banning him from Twitter, indefinitely suspending him from Facebook and Instagram, and then in the fallout of that, also shutting down Parler, like where Amazon and Google aren't supporting that platform. That's all really dangerous stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we have freedom of speech for a reason, and I think it's like if Twitter wants to put like a little red, exclamation point on the bottom of his tweet and say this is inflammatory or this might not be factual, I think that they can do that. But to take it down, to cut him off, to take his voice away when
Mm-hmm.
when as of yet, he's not been convicted of anything. He's not a felon. He has no prior convictions that I'm aware of. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason, like, and even so, like, that's also not a reason that we have free speech. It's there. It's the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
like, or second, first or second, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one. But like, it's one of our basic rights as Americans to free speech. And even if you don't agree with him, even if like I'm sure there's a lot of rhetoric on Parler that I don't agree with. And so I don't have a Parler account,
Mm-hmm.
like, so I don't have to look, and that's what I do is I just if I don't want to listen to it, I don't watch mainstream news because I don't want to hear a whole bunch of opinions about a bunch of bullshit. It's like yesterday when I was watching the impeachment, I didn't watch it on CNN or NBC. I watched it on C-SPAN because I don't need
Mm-hmm.
commentary. I just need to hear the arguments that are being made and I want to see the vote, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can make up my own mind about everything else. I do not need to have, Anderson Cooper or someone on Fox News tell me what my opinion is. I can form my own opinion. I think that's a problem with our society is I think people got so used to being told what they think,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know what they think, and they're not willing to invest the time to learn about a subject fully, to form an opinion
Mm-hmm.
and, be able to come at it with some value. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that also like my folks, they have on CNN all day and night. And I'll be like, this is why most of y'all can't sleep at night, because you playing stuff that's disturbing your peace, disturbing your mindset, and it spills over into your regular conversation. This is why I can't watch the news all the time. Like
Oh no.
I'll find out what's going on, and like what you're saying, you just want to see it with unbiased rhetoric. Because I'm the type of person where I want to be a scale. I don't want to be too heavy on one side. I don't want to be too heavy on the other side. I want to just hear what is being presented and, like what you're saying, form my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't do that. They want someone else to think for them. I'm like, no. And they're like, well, you keep asking my opinion. No, that's CNN's opinion. I know when I hear CNN. I know when I hear a person that listens to Fox. You're not
Yeah,
coming up with this
absolutely.
on your own.
I know those talking points. Like
Yeah.
there have been times that, like, I know that my brother listens to Fox because there are times that I was talking to him and like he spit out word for word things I had heard on Fox News, and I was like, oh, like really, word for word? You couldn't have even switched it up a little bit to make it sound like you? Like that was bad. But and I think it's laziness though, for most people, because it is a lot. It takes a lot of time to kind of sort through all of that. I didn't even see the full debate. I got there, I think, an hour and a half into it, but I was watching for an hour and a half for the
Mhm.
debates and the vote. And I mean, it's boring, but it's important because that's what the actual news is. Sometimes the actual news is kind of boring,
Mhm.
but like it's better to see it firsthand than to watch this, you know, version of it that they have to make it salacious for you. So they're going to add extra details or they're going to say it in a certain way. And it's just, you don't need, like,
Uh-oh. I guess StreamYard wasn't feeling this conversation. Oh, we. They is not feeling what we saying. Now what am I to do? And round and round we go. Yes, you gonna have to buy it.
yeah. They're
That's the
forcing
conclusion.
my hand.
Dude, okay, now I have a question. Like, I think I asked you this, but we was going into the show. Has this been interrupting your other shows?
No, but I don't normally have guests up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I had one, like my zombie one, it didn't, actually, no, I think my zombie one, it did kick me out a couple times and I had a guest up for that one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, I don't have guests. I'll show stuff sometimes. Like that's why I'm surprised it didn't kick me out when I was showing the C-SPAN video because I feel like that would take up more gigabytes or whatever than having an additional stream added to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I have no idea how computers work. So
Yeah, but has it interrupted you when you did an interview with anybody else?
no. Well, I haven't done one with anyone else yet.
Oh, okay.
Just have
Oh,
that. I've got Kuda coming up. I was supposed to do an interview with Kuda on um what was it, on Friday, on Christmas, but he had that flood or something at his apartment, so we're rescheduled for tomorrow. And
okay.
then Zachy is interviewing me today, so I'm gonna
Okay,
have
that's what's
to
up.
I'm gonna have to figure it out sometime, like when we're done. When we
Okay.
get off of this, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and buy it.
Well, email me the link with you being interviewed because I would love to hear what's going to transpire.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna talk. I don't know what he's gonna ask me or what we're gonna talk about. So,
Yeah, I'm very interested.
yeah,
But do you want to do a repeat of this show after when you upgrade? Because I don't want to
yeah,
keep you getting kicked out, and I'm like we having a good conversation because that was the longest we had without any interruptions.
yeah. It was. It was a good run. It was.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I would love to do that after I upgrade. That would be awesome.
Okay, I'm down for it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry this happened again, Bishop. I will get it together before we do this again.
Oh, no worries. I understand because I've been kicked out of my own stream, like when me and Ronan doing our show, and I'll have to it'll kick me out, but I'll get right on my phone. And I'll text Ronan, take over the show, and I'll be right back because my computer, what it'll do is it will upgrade or update on its own while I'm in the middle of the
Yes.
stream. I'm like, what is wrong with you, computer? I'm like, what is
Yeah,
wrong
like,
with
can't you
Windows?
tell I'm doing shit? What the fuck?
Right? Can you do this another time?
They
But
got a
yeah.
mind of their own.
Yeah, it'd be kicking me out and stuff. I'm like, okay, but it hasn't done it to me lately though, which is good. So I guess all the upgrades and updates was probably working.
Yeah. It just wants my money. That's okay.
Right.
It can have my money. I feel like I derive enough personal value from this to spend $25 a month.
Yeah, I mean, the way that you interact with people on your shows is you're gonna get up there. So
Thank you.
you don't get some return from it.
I hope, well, even if I don't, like, I really do get so much personal value. Like, it is so personally valuable for me to have this, just to be able to talk to people
Hmm.
and to get out there and learn new things and to, put my opinion out there, and like, and it helps with my confidence too. Like, it's been it's therapeutic to me just to have the show. So
Hmm.
even if I never make any money off of it, I still have there's still value in it for me,
Hmm. That's what's up. That's awesome.
But all right, well, I will let you go, and we will do this again when I upgrade. And so I'll get my upgrade when I get off the stream with you, and then hopefully we'll set something up for next week.
Yes, we could.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. All right. I'll catch you later, and I thank you for having me on your show once again.
Well, thank you for coming again. It was a pleasure to have you.
No doubt. No doubt. I'll catch you later.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry about the interruptions. I'm going to get the upgrade, and this is not going to happen again. So I will see you guys soon. And I'm going to be on Zacky's channel tonight. I'll share that in the discussion tab on my channel so you can see it. But it's also on Zachy Tudunya if you go to his channel. I'm going to be there tonight at 8 o'clock. And then I've got DJ Kuda coming up here tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central. So whatever time zone you're in, that relates to. I'll see you guys later. Little Shirley signing off until next time. Thank you so much. I'm going to go through really quick. Thank you, Mella, The Book of Ronan, Taron Herring. Here we go. AB Media 83, Siobhan, Sheila E, The Quiet Storm, Fasting is Life, Don Philly. Let me see. I think I got everybody. Thank you guys all for tuning in and participating in the chat and being here. First Amendment. Thank you. Thank you, Book of Ronan. And we'll see you guys next time. And special thanks to the bishop for being my guest and putting up with my janky internet. All right. Little Shirley, signing off.